So here we are looking at the first page of our rubric, practice 1, framing instruction around students and central disciplinary ideas. So I'd like you to just start by noticing the structure. We went over the structure of the rubric in previous videos, but here we can look a little bit closer. So up at the top, we have the name of our practice. And then moving down this image of the rubric, we have our two sub-practices in light blue. So we have opportunities. The teacher creates opportunities for students to become aware that disciplinary ideas are interconnected and relevant. And then we have our sub-practice B, supports. Teacher makes explicit connections to students' lived experiences to better contextualize disciplinary ideas for emergent through experienced bilinguals. Okay, and then really quickly want to point out that then we have, now that we've gone through our rows, we also have our columns in here, which are going to show what this practice looks like at different levels of success or different levels of practice. So over on the far left, we have our 0 column, which will show what this practice and its sub-practices look like, when they're non-existent. And then moving on over towards the right, we have our attempting level, a level 1, and then our supporting level further to the right, and then our level 3 sustaining. So the sustaining level is really going to be like the fullest expression of this practice. So the scale is not necessarily like a developmental trajectory that we would expect teachers to follow. We don't necessarily expect them to start at a 0 and learn their way and practice their way up through a 1 and a 2 and a 3. We want to be clear about that. This is more about a snapshot of levels of implementation of the practice. But hopefully we would like teachers, our novice teachers, to be able to go into the classroom at a level 3. That's the goal. So something to keep in mind. It is not a developmental trajectory of practice. So in the next couple videos, I'm going to start breaking down some of the key concepts, pulling out the key threads of this practice. And you should already have read the BCAPE instructional framework, the group's sort of manifesto on the theory behind these practices, because that really is going to go into much more depth than I'm going to go onto the research and the theory that backs up these practices and sort of explains and contextualizes them. So if you haven't done that, now is a great time to go back and read that, the stance, the BCAPE instructional stance on practice number 1. Or if you've already done it, you might want to go back and read it again, because that will make this rubric, page of the rubric, make a lot more sense. But the key concepts that I'm going to unpack in the next videos for this practice are really mainly the concepts that are in the name of the practice. Framing instruction. What does it mean to frame instruction? What does it mean to frame instruction around students? What does it mean to frame instruction around central disciplinary ideas? And then I'm also going to, in some later videos, start unpacking the differences between the levels here. So I'm going to close out this video, and we'll start getting more into the nitty-gritty. Okay.